Hey everyone, Psychopathic One here, gonna be doing another Unearthing the Gore review, this time, Thanatomorphous, French word. Thanatomorphous is a French word meaning the visible signs of an organism's decomposition caused by death. One day, a young and beautiful girl wakes up and finds her flesh rotting. Pretty much, this is what cabin fever should have been when it comes to the gore. I do enjoy cabin fever, but this definitely takes the cake for the goriest body horror I've ever seen. You start off with this couple, they're having really rough intimacy, and then all of a sudden, her boyfriend steps on a nail, and you think, oh, he's going to get the infection too. But no, he doesn't. And so it starts off as a bruise on the woman's arm, and the bruise slowly becomes bigger and bigger, and the bigger it becomes, the more her flesh starts to rot and everything. Here's one of the scenes. Don't know if you can see it. Right there, her pupils start to dilate, and they're no longer there, and she is starting to look more and more like a rotting corpse, which I don't really see a whole lot of movies do this. Contracted did it, but that was more of a zombie film. But I saw this before I saw Contracted. And this was another one of the first unearthed films I ever saw, ever even heard of. But it's not really heavy on the plot. Like, you're following this girl around. I don't even think they give her a name. But she's played by the Marvel model Caden Rose. This is a Canadian movie, French Canadian. But this film is, I wouldn't necessarily say it's great when it comes to story, but it is fantastic when it comes to the gore. Like, you see fingernails being just snapped off. You see her fall on the ground, and because her skin is so weak, a piece of glass gets lodged in her head, and she ends up squishing it around a little bit. She ends up losing her teeth. Her skin ends up just falling off like a piece of meat. She loses fingers. She just, oh man, like, the stuff they went in with this was oof. And there are maggots in this movie, and when the maggots show up, it's pretty gnarly. But people take advantage of the woman, and like, the boyfriend's an abusive meanie. I can't curse anymore on YouTube some days because, like, if I say something too bad, I might get taken off because of the whole YouTube community guidelines thing. So, a-hole. He's a complete a-hole. But this movie comes with making of Thanatomorphous, Sitges 2012 interview, trailers, also includes the short films Coming Home, La Petite Mort, Purgatory, 3 little short films, and it got reviews from Behind the Couch, recalls some of Clive Barker's best work and is a truly original debut. Supremely disturbing and unwavering descent into hell, Camera Lucida. Now, I can see how people might not like this, which is totally understandable. I look at it from both angles. For a movie about flesh-eating disease where there really is, well, not really a flesh-eating disease in this movie, it's more of decomposition of a body while it's still alive. I can see how that can turn some people off and just not really into it. But if you're one of those people, it's perfectly fine. Like, I'm not recommending this movie to you if you're not at least into gory, vicious, disturbing gore. But it's gooey. Like, there are scenes in this movie that look like they're straight out of, like, David Cronenberg film. Like, with the body horror. Like, if you ever saw The Fly, the David Cronenberg Fly movie, when Jeff Goldblum is leaking liquid from his face, that's how the flesh looks in this movie. And the performances, what's there is really good. The fact that the woman playing the main character, Caden Rose, she has very little lines in the movie. She's mostly like, oh, and there is a lot of nudity in this too. Pretty much all of the actors did their parts fine, and what she had to go through for the makeup effects was gnarly. Like all of that silicone, all of that latex, I bet that hurt like taking off. But on a scale of 1 to 10, for gross out factor, gore factor, I give it a 10. For story wise, I give it about a 5. So I'm going to give it about a 6 out of 10. Because the gore is great, but the plot isn't really all there. But anyways, this is Psychopathic One signing off. This one's a pretty short review because there's not really a whole lot to talk about with Thanatomorphous. So that's the cover. You can get it from unearthedfilms.com, or you can get it from Grindhouse Video. If you're wondering what the spine looks like, got a little maggot right there. Thanatomorphous. I can't tell if it's pronounced Thanatomorphous or Thanatomorphose, so I might be pronouncing it wrong either way. So anyways, this is Psychopathic One signing off. Catch y'all later. Bye.